Our Negroes are fine. And that bothers me because I dare say, tell me if you would agree with me. If you look at the number of homicides in places like Chicago, if white people were getting killed at the same rate, do you think that America would make it a higher priority? What do you think? Yes or no? Do you think that they're more likely to ignore homicides if the victim is black? Yes or no? Yeah, I say yes. I think they are more likely to ignore it. And I saw this firsthand. My best friend, Greg Wilkins, in Louisville, Kentucky, he lived in downtown Louisville, same area where Breonna Taylor lived. And he got shot in the head by some drug dealers that broke into his house looking for money because I think he had I think his girlfriend's relative was maybe doing some stuff he shouldn't have been doing. I'm not sure, but it wasn't him. It wasn't directed toward him. And they shot him in the head in front of his daughter. I still talk to his daughter to this day, and he was my best friend. And I remember when he got killed, I was just torn apart. I was heartbroken. And that same week, a white woman from the suburbs went to her job at a bank, and she got killed on her way to her job at the bank. With two tragedies, two homicides, two parents, both murdered on the same day. Which homicide do you think got the most attention in the local media? I want you to guess. There was a candlelight vigil. Who do you think got the candlelight vigil? The black man or the white woman? Oh, the local news offered a $25,000 reward because we have to find this killer by any means. Do you think that they issued the reward for the black woman, the white woman, or the black man? Right? So this was when I was in my 20s, and this is when I became aware of just like when you talk about a term like Black Lives Matter, that was when that sort of hit my consciousness. I said, "Oh my God, this is insane. They act like my friend didn't even exist." And like this white woman is Jesus or something, right? So when I read this poem and it says, "We bake the bread, they give us the crust. We sift the meal, they give us the husk. We skim the pot, they give us the liquor, and they say that's good enough for a nigger." I think that that's kind of the standard in the sense that it's like, okay, for black people, what they go through just it doesn't matter as much as what white people go through. Like where Michael Jackson says they don't really care about us. Um, that's bad enough. That's been proven. I think we would agree on that. Would you agree that Michael was right? They don't really care about us. How many of you all would agree? And then Kendrick Lamar says they not like us, and then Michael said they don't really care about us. Would you agree with that? Would you agree that they don't really care? Democrat, Republican, they don't really care about us. Would you agree with that? Okay. And I would say that that's already true. But that's not the biggest crime. The biggest crime is not that they don't care about us. The biggest crime is that I don't know if we care about us. I don't know if we care about us. I think that we get a lot of our cues from white people in terms of what we should care about. Really, right? So I just would say that's something to think about. All right. So let me read a little further. I'm on page 46 of Dr. Claude Anderson's book called Dirty Little Secrets. His book is at powernomics.com. And by the way, Chanel's in the chat. And Chanel, feel free to share that link again if you want to. For those who want to join the stock options class, there's a special discount code you can use. And we're going to get started, I think, in a week or two or something like that. So feel free to join us for that. It's 12 weeks long. So we just go through everything related to options and you can bring your whole family and the material is yours for life.